Hello, today we will be looking at variables. There are three types of variables: var, let, const. Var was there always, but let and const came in 2015 when ES6 was announced. So what are variables? Variables are something that can be used to store data or any kind of value. It can be a string, number, or object, anything. So we'll start with var. We'll give a var name is equal to Priyanshu. Let's take it Priyanshu. And then let's log it. Console.log name. Now if I save, I should get Priyanshu. Yeah, here it is. Now what if I try redefining it? Let's take var name is equal to we'll take Kum, because I just watched an anime and there was a boy whose name was Kum. You can see that we get Kum now. Why is it so? It is because when we define a variable with the keyword var, we get a value which is defined latest in the code. What if I try defining it in a scope? Now also we get Kum. This is because var is always defined in a global scope. Now we have var here. Let's start with let. Let name is equal to Priyanshu. And we'll just take this and we'll try saving it. Yes, here we get Priyanshu. And now let's define it again. Let name is equal to Kum. Now what do you think? What we will get? You can comment it below. We'll see here that we get identified name has already been declared. So yes, we have already declared name. Like it works as an identifier of the variable and we can't define it twice in like same scope. Let's try defining it in a local scope. What do you think? What will happen now? What we will get? We get Priyanshu. So let works in its local scope only. Now what if I do this? What we will get now? You can comment it below. Kum and Priyanshu. So the variables which are defined by let works in its local scope only. Now this is one thing. What is the second thing? What if I want to change the name later on? What will happen? Let's try this. You get Kum. This is because you can change let. Let is a variable which can be redefined later. What if we do this? Mirai was Kum's sister name. What will be, what will be the result now? Kum and Priyanshu. This is because here we redefine name as Kum. And now let's do this in the global scope. What will be the result now? Kum and Mirai. This is because in the global scope we redefined it as Mirai and in the local scope we redefined it as Kum. So that's why we get this. So you can redefine the variables which are defined by keyword let and it also works in the local scope. Now we'll have a look at const. Const name is equal to Priyanshu. Let's do this. You know the result what we will get now. Like it will be Priyanshu. It is obvious like. And now what if I try redefining it? Is it possible? Let's see this. Assignment to constant variable at variables.js 21. You can't assign to the variables which are defined by const because it is a constant variable which can't be redefined. But now we have learned one trait of const. What if we define it in a local scope? Let's do it. Kum and console. and Kum, and let's save it. What we'll get the result? You can comment it below. If you don't, then also I'll tell you. We get Priyanshu. It works in its own scope. You can't pass through scopes and define it. But what if I do this? You can see that we get Kum and Priyanshu both. Because as I told you, it works in its own scope. So this was it about variables. And if you want to know more about scope video is coming soon. So stay connected. Till then, bye bye. And yeah, you can get this code on GitHub. Link is in description.